All right, doing that now.
Your stream quality is good.
So that means episode number 277 in the Purjangers and Wallhangers Media Network.
And never cross the streams.
Yeah, might actually be a go.
Yes, we are go.
So
we are
this
go.
Is welcome, gang, to the Triforce Podcast. We certainly do try, and I am your host, Matthew Bucarell, the Mat Man. Co-host in the Purjanger box is one Christopher Bristow, the old man, and our omnipotent presence that is Big Brother, Stephen Bucarell. We try to come here and talk about all the latest and greatest in nerdy news and geek culture for you. And we want you to hop on over to pjandwh.com, where you're going to find all the latest that we do here. You'll find the funny and luggy-nutty moments right up top, and if you scroll down, well, you don't even have to go to YouTube, man. All you got to do is just watch our page. And last week's Lug Nuts podcast, Bono's Sierra Prime Underwhelming Battery.
Yeah.
So you won't find last week's Triforce podcast up there. I forgot to put it up there, but it's a Google, a gaggle, and a cackle. And you'll find on the second tab, Big Brother, streaming Monday to Friday. Right now, in the home stretch of that Mass Effect trilogy, man. Wondering which game he's going to go to next. There's a plethora to pick from. And
We'll get a new loop soon.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to work on that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How far are you into that right now?
On the third one. What did I just
Like
do?
out, like midway through, or almost at the end?
What's the Torian guy? I don't know him.
Garrus?
I don't know his name. It could be Ralph.
Yeah.
We'll
We
call him
got
Ralph. I like Ralph.
And then Ergnot Rex.
Ralph.
We just did, and then we're gonna go back to Tachanka and do whatever the hell is there after we talk to everyone. That part takes forever.
Yeah.
Yes, let me know when you do the Citadel DLC. It is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It is a really great game to play through, but
at least once.
And that's why I'm gonna hop back on it. I was what was I playing? Guardians of the Galaxy. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Star Wars.
Knights of the Old Republic on my vacation. And it was fantastic. I love Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's great. Knights of the Old Republic. I will play that as long as those servers are up. I will always find a time for that
You
game.
might see him here Sunday playing Knights of the Old Republic on Walljanger Gaming.
Maybe. You'll have to tune in to
We're
find out.
certainly going to try and get him off his ass and do it.
Yeah, because tonight we also gather here for a new show about a worm. Star Wars finds an acolyte, Game Awards trailers, and so much more. Thank you on the Triforce Podcast. So we start off our show with none other than Earthworm Gym. Bringing
Jim, how's
back
it
into
been?
the fold.
So, Jim, how's it been to be an earthworm? Is he just sitting on the chair next to you? Do I not see him? Or is this a metaphorical with us?
Jim? Oh, God.
I think Link ate Jim.
I think Link ate Jim.
Oh, well.
we were going to have Jim on.
He's just an earthworm.
Yes. But Earthworm Jim is expected to have a new cartoon coming, announced out of nowhere with fun animated trailer only a few days ago. Interplay Studio. Holy shit, is there a trailer? I didn't do my research. No, it wasn't a trailer. Oh, it's Gamerate. They wouldn't have added that shit. No. But Interplay Studios is developing a brand new Earthworm Gym cartoon, tentatively subtitled Beyond the Groovy, which that's a complete Earthworm Gym title. I'll allow it. Little is yet known. Interplay TV division is newly formed, but it could lead a number of interesting projects in the future. Old man, what else did they put out besides Earthworm Gym? That was the one I loved that fucking game.
What studio was this again?
What was it? Interplay Studios.
Oh, it was Virgin. Yeah, it was Interplay and Virgin. Yeah.
Oh, Virgin. Oh shit, they got a lot.
Yeah, they had a couple of movie tropes. Was one. I think they were actually part of the studios that did The Lion King and Aladdin as well.
Oh, those Sega games were
Jungle
badass.
Book. I remember a Cool Spot being one of them, like the 7-Up Cool Spot.
Yes. I rented that.
It was a good game. It was fun.
But all those platformers were pretty much the same. Besides,
they're side scrollers. They was just
Metroid.
copy and paste.
Metroid was on a league of its own, but the Metroidvania kind of games were it's more than just a side scroller. But essentially, that Genesis saga just churned that shit out like Call of Duty. Like that churn effect is not new.
No,
that's just the industry moving. Like, oh, this is popular. Here you go. Pancakes. You like pancakes? You get pancakes. You want bacon now? Guess what? Bacon. So, damn, man, I really could go for pancakes and bacon right now. But Earthworm Jim.
I had pancakes and scrapple this morning.
Began in 1994, created by Doug Tenapel as a collaboration between a now defunct developer, Shiny Entertainment. And now
I do not see you, by the way. Your virtual webcam is not on.
Oh, yeah, you got to turn that back on because we had to restart. Playmate Toys. The game was a side-scrolling platform shooter with an archaic presentation and had a hard edge of satire. That's a rather bland way of doing it. Oh, yeah, platformers like 7-Up Spot. 7-Up's Cool Spot. So Earthworm Jim. You know what? We could have a new Cool Spot. We can have a Cool Spot game. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, there was plenty of those games.
Yeah. And, I mean, Genesis was such a good system. But now I need a new Earthworm Jim game now. Like, we got... it's actually in the Genesis collection that's out for all the current gen. Well, we got consoles. A new Toe Jam and Earl. Why not? And we're getting another Abe game, Odds World.
Mm-hmm.
So side scrollers have not gone away. Like shit, I always talk about Shadow Complex. That was 360. I will still play that game today. Just like all the others.
It's remastered for both Xbox One and PlayStation.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how this is going to turn out. No kind of details on it, but Earthworm Jim, do you want to see them pick up where the original animated show left off, or do you just want this to be a reboot? I kind of wanted to. I want it
to be a reboot. I think
introducing kids to this new Earthworm Jim, and then after that, like, guess what, bitches? We are making a game.
Yeah. So here's I pulled up Virgin Interactive. So a couple of games that Virgin Interactive done was the Terminator, the '92 Terminator game, so the side scroller Terminator game, not the gun game.
Oh. That's what I hope so.
World Trophy Soccer, Muhammad Ali Heavyweight Boxing. It was the different one, not the Evander Holyfield one.
Not the one.
Aladdin, of course, I said that one. The Lost Vikings, Cool Spot, Jam It, RoboCop vs. Terminator, Jungle Book, Lion King, Dragon: The Bruce Lee Story, because that's when the movie was out. Spot Goes to Hollywood, Exo Squad. Earthworm Jim 1 and 2, Wacky Racers, Fire and Ice, and a bunch of other unreleased games. But they also had some ones on Sega CD. So like they had the Terminator for Sega CD. They had a Dune game I remember Dune.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
Well, they're making another Dune game. You'll see it later on. It's a Dune RTS.
Real-time strategy, yeah. I mean, well, they had one back in because it was a subsidiary of Westwood Studios, which did the Command and Conquer series.
You need to switch to like shadow mode because you are powder from the movie.
That's because this page I'm looking at is like powder white.
Like you look like you could give Powder a run for his money. Like shit, man. When did you have chemo?
Well, yesterday, if you want to consider the weekend.
So,
Street Fighter Alpha, they did the Saturn version of that. Looking at like NHL Power Play, Black Dawn,
So pretty
bunch
much
of other games. Yeah.
from what you're saying, this
They've
is
made a
the
game.
only intellectual property
This is
that
all you
actually has legs that they can work with right now.
Everything else, everyone would go.
Well, I mean, the Dune game will actually have legs given the new movie
Being
coming
the
out.
reboot.
Yeah, I don't know if they're attached to the new Dune game. I think that's a different developer. Because HBO Max, Warner Bros. got that shit on lock.
Their own people.
They have a game studio.
They do have a game studio, but Westwood Studios really did a good job of the original game. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were on it.
Now, I would say that they may be doubling down, like in this next story.
That was a good segue.
Thank you, Connor. The CW is doubling down on the Batman verse with a Gotham Knights series in the works. TV Line reports the project will pick up in the wake of Bruce Wayne's murder as his adopted son, in quotes. No word on which son that might be.
Hold on, wait, what? Bruce Wayne was murdered?
Yeah,
What?
Bruce Wayne. This is the premise of it is Bruce Wayne's murder, which that's the premise of the game we're getting, Gotham Knights. And his adopted son. No word on which one. The guy adopts kids like Angelina Jolie. All right, he started it. She just continued.
So how often is he adopting kids, and do they go missing?
Well, I mean, they.
CYS never finds out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just dysfunctional adults.
Money.
They're just vigilante dysfunctional adults that just have a bunch of kinks and problems that should probably be.
He gets
talked
away
about.
with it because there's slides to the Batcave.
Giggity.
Okay, he adopts kids and turns them into crime fighters.
Yeah, essentially. So,
Or mass murdering vigilante justice fighters.
so the
Same thing.
adopted son teams up with the children of Batman's enemies after they are accused of killing the Dark Knight. Per TV Line, the log line teases this renegade band of misfits must fight to clear their names. But in a Gotham with no Dark Knight to protect it, the city descends into the most dangerous it's ever been. So the project is being produced by Chad Fiveash and James Stotterox of Batwoman and Gotham, along with Natalie Abrams from Batwoman, who is co-executive producer. Arrowverse architect Greg Berlanti is also attached to produce this feature. So I got to imagine, with that premise, you have adopted son, we'll say most likely Dick Grayson.
Okay.
Because if it was his real son, they would say it's Damon Wayne.
Damon Wayans?
Not Damon Wayans.
Really?
I want to get you, sucker.
Although I would also accept Damon Wayans.
It was an odd adoption because Damon Wayans was an adult.
Are you
He
sure,
had
Bruce?
kids. It was the most bizarre thing ever.
Yeah, but the kids weren't allowed at the mansion.
Oh,
The family had to stay in the house. It was just him. Like, you can't have your family. I mean, yeah, he has the space, but come on, leeches. Get your own
Okay.
fucking mansion.
Okay.
This has been in the Wayne family for generations. A lot like the Armstrongs. But I kind of like it to where you take this as like an alternative universe, okay? And you keep going with this because in the wake of Batman's death, that's right or wrong with Batwoman, because that was the whole premise of her being into this CW verse, is that Batman's dead. And now you get the story of who did it. Robin. You're like, fuck. And now he's got to team up with, like, what villain would you want to see him with?
Villain?
Yeah. Like, what are the villains? What's the Rogues Gallery? Because I kind of feel like you shouldn't go main villains. It shouldn't be like Joker. It should be like
Thanos.
Scarface. The...
That's a weird pull. Thanos?
Why not?
I meant DC because it is a DC property.
Oh, that's not the
That's a
same.
different
he's in
universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But no, I thought, like, obviously they might go with Clayface, King Shark, like, whatever. But I mean, Scarface, the puppet with the what are they called? Fuck. What's that? The guy who does the puppets without moving his voice? I'm having a brain fart.
Ventriloquist.
There you go. With the ventriloquist. It was on. He was actually a really big villain in the Batman the Animated Series. So I kind of want to see like the ventriloquist coming in here, you know, and having him and Scarface like, nah, we're gonna clear our names. I'd like to see him in there, you know, rather than like Catwoman, Two-Face, Riddler. Like, he has a bunch of people that he.
What about Dildo
Firefly?
Man? Batman never fought Dildo Man. The
Well,
little known, what is this, DC? What the
That's
hell are we
probably
talking
because
about?
of the main villain marketing.
Oh, Dildo Man that didn't get past marketing.
Dildo Man didn't get past marketing, man.
Polka
Maybe
Dot Man did, but Dildo Man didn't make it, huh?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I think there's.
I'm going to throw my phallic boomerang of justice.
I gotta tell you,
And if you do that at the Hairy Donut, Dildo Man will throw you the fuck out. That's what he's paid for. And he's going to bash
Without
your
the
head against
reach
the
around.
walls.
look, I mean, a dildo or a polka dot. It's all the difference is all about perspective. Okay. But
Because if you're a dildo at the Hairy Donut, you'll be treated like one.
okay. Wow, that is.
And you're shoved out the hole. It's not a fun one.
All right, let me just hit that reset button there.
I think on to the next story.
We are definitely resetting onto the next story because Disney.
Oh, were we talking about something? Oh, okay.
We slid off the road there a bit, but it's all right. Because Star Wars Disney Plus series, The Acolyte,
Sliding into Disney's DMs.
yeah, eyes Amandla Steinberg for the lead role. So they found their acolyte.
Mandela Stenberg, yep.
Mandela, there you go. The Disney Plus series will be written by Russian doll scribe Leslie Headland, which she was doing another project. Oh, no, she was tied to this from the beginning. That's when we started talking about it in the podcast. So Leslie Headland is said to be at the end of the period known as the High Republic era. While details surrounding Steinberg's role are currently unknown, the series is billed as a mystery thriller.
Because they haven't written it yet.
Well, no, because they're leading this into Phantom Menace. And why are you so dark? Did you go to the closet?
Me?
He's coming out of the closet.
Hopefully.
Because I told you, like, everything is, like, on my screen is, like, bright white. So when I minimize my screen, I go dark.
And he turns into
Watch.
Shooting Blank Man.
You know what? Blank Man's fine right there. There you go. Blank Man's fine right there. There you
We're
go.
fine with you looking like a white guy. You are a white guy.
Just not a ghost.
We're all white guys, if anyone was curious. Except the dog. He's
Well, thank you
sorta
for describing it for the audio listeners.
Mexican. For those of you playing the audio game,
Yeah, they could probably figure that out.
the dog is a Mexican-German mix.
Yeah. So
And
now
he's
that everybody's
licking his
lineage
foot.
is done, Lucasfilm and Disney have previously revealed a timeline for the series, which is aiming to serve as a prequel to the Star Wars world, given that the High Republic era is said to have concluded about 50 years prior to the events of Phantom Menace. Meanwhile, the High Republic period of Star Wars universe is getting finished out through an ongoing series of novels and comic books. However, the
The
focus...
hate flow through you.
And that's the thing.
Believe in the dark side.
With the comics, like, I've read some of the stuff that's been on Comixology, and I've gone through it, and they're great. They're great stories. It's great Jedi shit. They're doing all the shit. It's just like Clone Wars and all the Jedi stuff you've seen after it. It's stuff you want to read if you're a Star Wars fan, because it's mythos. You know, they add in little nuggets of like,
It's
this is where
called
this
lore for a reason.
Yeah, it's really good. So now getting a live action series, even if it's at the end of this mythos, like 50 years prior to Phantom Menace, now you have 50 years. That could be 5 seasons.
Could be.
So you have legs on that to where you can really expand and then mic drop to Darth Maul murdering Jedi.
Or something else.
Like a red-faced old man. But the release date for The Acolyte has yet to be announced. But there is plenty from a galaxy far, far away down the line with Book of Boba Fett coming up soon. The next Star Wars series to hit December 29th. Mandalorian is coming, shooting soon. We have the Ahsoka Tano series coming. We got a lot of stuff Star Wars. So we also have the Cass-on Andor series. We got a lot of stuff coming through the mix. So we're going to get plenty of Disney Ds in our DMs. Another thing that you're going to want to see on your screen is this next story.
I am going to want to see it.
Because we got our first trailer for the Halo TV series. And
is it the real trailer this time?
Oh, it's not a quick just a tip, It's the full trailer. Where the fuck is it? Keep going up. Reload that shit. I know that shit was. Click that Twitter thing. It'll probably link you to it. The highlighted Twitter word.
Huh?
Right there.
Twatter?
And then let it load. It'll bring it. I guarantee you the trailer will be on there. I don't know why the fucking
we're
story
on
missed it.
Twatter.
Oh,
You're like
Christ.
stalled the holy hell.
There we go. Scroll.
That's a
down.
picture.
There we go. First look trailer. See? No, I was right. It's in the other end. by your
Criminy
cup.
Why?
You're special.
No.
I know I'm special.
Yes,
but
I am
the doctor
special.
told me. But here we have our first look of Halo.
Hello.
Hello, Halo. It looks really good, man. Especially just these, the portrait shots of like the settings and then the people. It really looks like they're adding in that realistic sci-fi element.
It looks like they gave it their A game.
Could you move the mouse from in the middle of the screen?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Thanks.
Oddly enough, the people at home didn't see that.
No, they didn't, weirdly enough. That's just really odd. The worst landing for your body ever, but it doesn't matter because it's Master
He's a
Chief.
super soldier. He's good. It's like you getting up from sitting.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really looks good. I mean, it's hard to until we see it, but it's on Paramount Plus, so I probably won't.
Spoiler alert, in one of the games,
You will.
In one of the games, he jumps
You will.
from a spaceship to the planet, and he's fine, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So,
He did do that.
like,
That's from 2 to 3, by the way.
whatever. But
yeah, I tried to block
I think that's
2.
where I stopped. But
Yeah, I tried to block 2
after
out of
that.
my memory, but
some of
Paramount
those were really bad.
Paramount Plus has released this new clip for this Halo series coming out. A sneak peek of the Spartans and one of the set pieces from the film. It was also revealed the first look trailer would premiere at the Game Awards, which it did. And we're getting 10 episodes.
The first 2 were pretty good.
The first extended
Sort
look
of
at the
lost me on the
show
third
since
one.
it was ordered for 10 episodes. Yeah, so it was already ordered up for 10 episodes in 2018. So we're getting that on Paramount Plus. That's at least the first season. This series definitely has legs.
It looks really good.
Yeah. I mean, they're putting money in it.
with the studio behind it, I'm cautiously optimistic.
What about a Fable? How would you want Fable done?
I don't know, but we're dropping